Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, this is the world of Wayne. We've now got issue 122 of Eagle Moss's Build the Delorean. Almost there. I would like to say 8 issues to go, but since they've extended it, I guess there's like 38 issues to go. Let's show you what we've got to do. We're actually doing the vents for the reactor exhaust that we did last time, this thing here. So we're going to be putting vents down the front here, and this is what we've got here in this pack. We've got 3 vent slats, a pipe, we've got FP screws and MP screws. Let's show you what we've got to do. This actually looks a bit more in depth than I originally thought it was going to look, to be honest with you. We've got these vents which are labelled 1, 2 and 3, so that's important to remember. We're going to be screwing these into the shroud here, which means we'll have 3 vents going down. Then we are going to be attaching the pipe, but not putting this in anywhere else, because we're going to attach it then to the reactor platform, which means putting these pipes in, like I did mention on the last video, that these pipes here are going to be plugged into the cowl. And then once that's done, we're just going to be having some stray leads that we had on the reactor platform. We've actually got a place to go now. So this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. That's going to look pretty impressive. Now, we know that in 2 issues' time, actually, let me just show you what we've got in the next issue. As you can see, it's the right-hand side shroud and pipe. Now, we know that this is going to take 2 issues then to get the both shrouds done. So you're looking at, what are we at, 22, 23, 24. And I believe that all you subscribers who have now got yours up to 125, I believe, you have to tell me if I'm wrong, that means your car's now complete. Because I was under the impression 126, 27, 28, 29 and 30 were all to do with the plutonium box and the alarm clock. Put it in the comments if I'm wrong, but let me know what's coming in 126, because I'm not sure about that. But let's see how hard this one actually is. Let's get cracking. Okay, so the first thing to do is to identify on these vents what one's what. So as you can see, the numbers are in the top there, and this is number 1. Then we've got number 2, just there. And last but not least, number 3. As a matter of fact, I put them all in order here without knowing I put them all in order. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, now I've got number 1, looking like that. It's going to be going on the top here. Now, you've got the holes that this is going to be attached to either side. We're going to be screwing those in. It doesn't actually say what way round to put them in. Now, I don't want that to be showing because you've got some little mould marks in there. So I am going to be putting it this way round when I put it in. And then we're going to be screwing in place the MP screws, 4 of these, 2 each side, to get these completely fitted in. So let's do that now. So it's probably best to just put 1 in first at the front, and then do the back one, and then I'll do the other side. The reason being is because it's very hard to line these up, I have to say. So I'm hoping that where I've got it now, it looks like it's above the hole. When I put this last screw in here, that should keep that nice and tight. Let's have a look. Making sure that the screw has gone into the plate and not the not either side. But yeah, it has. That looks really good. So let's do 2 on the other side. Can you believe, really, you know, if we forget about the extension of this, that there'd only be like 8 issues to go? As someone said in the comments to me not too long ago, actually, it might have been last week, they can't believe how quick 2 years has gone. And if I've learned anything from these part builds, all the way back from the Millennium Falcon one, these things really do go quick. But that's the first vent in. And now we're going to repeat that with number 2. That's going to go into the second one down. So just getting that kind of lined up. You know you've got them in right because they sort of come out at the side there a little bit, you see. So they don't go all the way into that shroud. So once again, MP screws, and we'll get these 2 in. The MP screws are really tiny. Really tiny. Right, this is going to be tricky. There we go. Yep, that's going in perfect. Now I know they go in okay. I think I'll attach the other side now. It is nice to have an issue which is lasting a bit longer than 5 seconds, I have to say. So just putting this one in here. Matter of fact, that's not going in. So you just knew you're going to get this problem. Now, because of the size of the screws, I've actually changed what screwdriver I was using. I'm actually going to be using the PH001 for this. I normally use PH0. It's just that these are really tiny. But these are going in absolutely perfectly. You don't need to over tighten these. I believe if you do over tighten them, they're only going into plastic. You're going to break the thread. So just do it hand tight. You don't need to go any more than that. So that's that one in. And then last but not least, we've got number 3, as you can see written on there. And this is going to be going just into the bottom bit here. Now, this one's going to be a little bit more tricky because you haven't sort of like got a guide what this is going to fit on. So I'm going to balance that in there just like that. And then we'll get this in with the MP screws. Now they want us to secure it from the back first on this one. Apparently that might make it a bit easier for us. Let's see. So this time I'm sort of holding this flat just so I can get this screw in here. Then I'll do the other side and then we'll worry about the screws at the front afterwards. You can see I'm concentrating on this because every time I go quiet, I'm concentrating. Trust me, I'm never quiet. I'm never quiet, I'm always chatting. Mrs. Welderwayne gets sick and tired of me talking all the time. Okay, these have only been held in by 2 screws. Look, that one there and that one there. Look, I was ready to put another one in there, but it's not secured in. It's only secured in by that one there. So that's interesting. It does mean that I can still put this whatever way around I go. It still moves. So that bottom one is able to move up and down. But I'm spaced them out so they look just like that. And that's what it looks like from that side. Right, next thing we're going to do is we've got this pipe here. Now this pipe, we've got a hole here just on the side where we've already got a pipe that we put in here. We're just going to put one side of that into there. Now I'm looking at the pipe and it's exactly the same each end. So it doesn't really matter what end you get in, but that's just going to go and sit just like that. Now we're going to bring over what we got here. Now we already know that this pipe's going to be going on here just like this. But, as I said, we're going to be plugging these pipes here into the holes that we've got just at the back here. So what I'm going to do is line it up, get these plugged in. It's probably best on the top camera to see me doing this. And then I'm going to secure these pipes in place. Now there is 3 of them, and you just know that they're going to ping off like they just did there. So I've got one in. That's the second one in. Let's get the third one in. I think it's best to put it in this unit first and then put it into this side bit. I haven't glued these, so I'm guessing they probably will need gluing. But that's the third one in, just like that. So they are now all in. The next thing it wants us to do is to secure this down with FP screws. And once again, this provides us with the screws that we're going to need. So I am going to go back to using my PH0 screwdriver for this. And then make sure this is lined up. And I'm going to get these in. Now this is secured in with 3 screws. Just here, here, and one at the back there. So I'll put this one in first. Obviously, this has now spanned almost 10 issues, isn't it, the reactor plate? Did you realise it was going to be that many? Lots of detail on this. Unfortunately, though, because now we've built the left-hand exhaust cowl and vents and stuff like that, it's just going to be repeated again. So next week, we've only got the right-hand side cowl and pipe. And we all know that those ones take about 5 seconds to do. So unfortunately, next issue, it's going to be a 5-second issue. So there we go. That's what that looks like with the pipes in there. And obviously the vent in place there. And then we've got this little black pipe, which we've had hanging around for ages, not doing anything. We're just going to thread that into the hole that's left just there. There we go. And that's that pipe in there. Looks pretty cool, actually. And then last but not least, this pipe that we've got coming off the side here, we're just going to plug that into the hole that's just underneath by that unit there. So let's get this in. I am using tweezers for this because I think this is going to be a little bit tricky. Just like that. And you see they've put that in kind of square, so I've put it in exactly the same. But that, if I show you on the top camera, looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? Can't wait to get this on the car, but I'm not going to tease you with that until we get this other side done. But that was issue 122. Issue 123, as I said, it's just the right-hand side cowl and pipe. So $8.99 for a 5-second video. Perhaps I'll think about something special to do next week when we do that, because I am conscious that that video is going to last 3 minutes. And how entertaining is something that you've already seen once before? I don't know. Anyway, still haven't got the leaflet in my issues regarding the extension, but I do understand that subscribers who just got their issue 120 to 125 have got theirs to show the extension of this with the railway ties and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I've been sent some pictures of what that looks like, so this is what's future to come after issue 130. So I hope that's whet your appetite if you are going to be continuing that. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed watching this video. Take care. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. Take care.